Coverage of the 2019 Intercollegiate Tournament is brought to you by No Limit Gaming, Pixel Palace Games, Heroes and Games, and Worthy Financial.
I play for Miami, I'm playing Salamander. Just to start off before I get to the profile, just to talk about the event in general, I think it was really good. Like, we had an intercollegiate event. I don't think like there are many intercollegiate events really out there, so I think it's really cool that it's first of its kind. And even though like there were some shortcomings,
I saw you. I'm just like, you're my hero.
OSU was really able to
I'm just like, dang,
and still like improvise on the spot. So that's just like my.
I don't know, Shark Cannon, you're involved or dropping?
So like to get to the profile.
Yeah, they open a Shark Cannon. Yeah, every day.
2 Jack Jaguar.
If they do,
1
there
foul
can be only
ball,
one.
1 foul, obvious reasons. 2 Jack Jaguar because you don't want to lose to Shark Cannon.
If I'm at you can't summon anything.
Triple Flame Buffalo, 1 Gazelle, 3 Spinny, 3 Foxy, obviously.
Yeah, you can't. You're right. You can't revive from
Yeah, no.
2 Tsuchinoko,
Yeah,
2
it's a give
Jackalope.
and take. Weird.
So I wanted to play the Dangerous because, like, before I was playing Desires,
So
it was
really
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care for Banished Gazelle, but what I drew off of it just wasn't super, like, impactful. So, yeah. And I was like, it's still really good. Like, it helps you make stamina. So.
First try to do
Triple
that.
Ash. Triple Fantastic. Double Nadir. So the reason for my count, Salad loses hard to combo decks, so the blue is very important. And the reason why I'm the only like actual hand trap I'm playing is Ash is because I'm playing Dangerous for 1, and for 2, hand traps aren't impactful in this format. Like, just hitting like the one thing doesn't do anything to most of them. So you just want to stop all their plays.
Target's actually, that's
So I just
Wait, what?
So spell
I just had
traps,
a 5,000 attack token.
Sanctuary,
You couldn't do anything about it.
Vision of Fire, double the
Until
sound.
the end of this
So
turn, it just says
I thought about playing 3. I kind of
attack.
regret not playing 3.
Well, not period.
But
You can't attack
it showed up when I needed it. I probably don't need
I
to
didn't know
play
you
3.
hit with this because I messed up.
But it is still really important moving forward.
Shooting
I'll
Riser
test
is
it,
probably
but
MVP.
not really.
No, it's BLS, but
They signed it my name.
yeah, no.
To Econ, so Econ didn't really come up
Sorry,
today.
not the last,
But
the protection
in
effect.
testing and then like other like regionals, it's like it's helped me a lot against.
No, you
Striker.
use Baldur Drop for that? Oh, no, it wins Striker matchup. It wins
I play 2 of each. Striker.
It wins a lot of matchups.
Because of my playstyle, like I like 2 of these because I tend to set it off.
It's like a raid walkthrough.
Ultimate Falcon?
Yeah.
He kind of is.
I like it.
Yeah, if you can use your Baldur Rock. Which you can. Sometimes you just end on that. Yeah. What do they do? One card advantage.
Phalanx,
Any changes to make
Sword, Kita, Nightmare Phoenix. I wish this was either a Warlord or an Avermax.
Obviously, I didn't add a Vendred Savior because
I didn't really lose because it wasn't one or the other. It just would have been
that
a lot.
card good. It's your going second Foolish and damage net. So it's a damage net, right?
Double Stalio, Color,
Yeah, yes.
Violet Camaro. The reason Double Stalio is because Gazelle's at 1. You need to grind on the deck. You need to
It's not mine.
be able to out your opponent's
If you
monsters
can get
more
one. I
consistently.
feel like he's
So double Stalio.
super good because
Oh, yeah.
turn first turn.
Off to the
He may be
side.
awkward with super quality, but if you need him on the board.
Triple Lancia, pretty
It's-
obvious. Double Pankratops.
He's got a lot of good
You
stuff
don't lose to
going for him.
back
I just
row.
never saw him play that.
The third
That's how I feel
Nibiru.
about shooting Riser. I never
Mind
saw him
control
today.
for Thunder
Oh, he came up
Vortex.
for me. I could let me
Triple
send my
Time, Double Cyclone for
send my
back row.
Baldi, and then
Imperial for strike.
You can't send balls.
Sorry, I sent with Uni for Baldi. And then I
That's
sent
it for
with
the deck.
Shooting Riser.
Changes will be made for this
Yeah,
upcoming
because I forgot about
format.
that in testing yesterday.
And yeah, this is Charles from Miami Yu-Gi-Oh! signing out.
Hello, my name is Nathan Odie, and I'm from Miami University Yu-Gi-Oh! Club, SGC, and I played Zombies today. So today I went 2-2. I was expecting to see a bit more Rogue. I ended up facing Thunder Dragons, Orcust, True Draco, and the Zombie Mirror, which is hilarious to me. So, first off, Zombie World, fantastic card, wins you games for some reason. Draco Cries, it's really good. Banshee, see Zombie World. Banisher, get your Zombie World. Actually, one of the Thunder Dragon player tried to Epidemic Virus me, and I banished this while it was in grave, and I got my Zombie World back, and he just didn't get to play the game. It was great. Shiranui Solitaire, aka Unizombie. Tribute Unizombie to go in. Sorry, Tribute Solitaire to go into Unizombie or Glow Up Bulb if you're really needing it. Unizombie, send a zombie from deck. Fantastic. I would often send Glow Up Bloom, Mizuki, Balderdrock, or even Banshee over here. All are fantastic. We got Gozuki, see Unizombie, only he's not a tuner. Glow Up Bloom, fantastic card, gets you access to Balderdrock. As long as you got Zombie World up, you can get your 1-for-1 to get to it. Balderdrock, star of the show, negate and banish. So whenever a monster activates their effects, you get to, as long as it's a zombie, you get to do fun things. You can either choose to banish any card on the field or grave, or negate said effect from the monster, which is a zombie. We got Mizuki to revive things, good way to extend. Banish to summon any zombie in grave, in your graveyard. And if you have Zombie World up, these ones, and even some of these cards too. Instant Fusion, fantastic card, gives you access to several things, we'll get into a bit later. One of Fraulein, saves you quite a bit of life. Fantastic, helps defend your life. Foolish Burial, good way to start plays. Send Mez, send Glow Up, send Banshee, start plays. Running a small Danger Engine, we have 2 Nessie, 2 Snack, and 1 Moth. I wasn't able to get Jack, so I decided to go for a Mothman. Fantastic card. I would probably up this more. Nessie was fantastic too. Snake was fantastic. Great for some combos that I had. Anticipated, so 1-for-1 we've already gone over. Great for someone out this boy. Put in 2 Twin in the main because I was anticipating some back row decks. I was really thinking I'd see more Rogue, but I didn't, but it was still good in the main anyway, so I'm like, I gotta play it. Also maining Super Poly because I'm zombies and I get that nice ability to, because Super Poly is just great, turns off a lot of decks, really hits Orcust, another thing I was scared of, still lost to it. We got the 3 Ash, your hand trap, it's a zombie, turns on Balderrock. 3 Veiler, just good hand trap. Rivalry of Warlords, if you have Zombie World and Rivalry up, and your opponent summons a monster, they can only summon a zombie, period. Going into extra, we got Millennium's Eyes Restrict. He's $30, but a friend of mine was able to hook me up. Fantastic card. It's like Called By on crack. Really good. Extender and everything. 1,000 Eyes Restrict, also fantastic. I was able to grab Colossus with it. It's very good to get that out of the way. Colossus is, Thunder Dragon's a great matchup for zombies. It's great. Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Good instant fusion target if you need to make a rank 4 with Uni or Gozuki or something along those lines. Pretty good card. Starving Venom Fusion and Dragon Necro Soul are your Super Poly targets. Worked out pretty well. I summoned Nether Soul most of the time. Pretty great. Abyss Dweller actually didn't go into. I kind of forgot it was in my extra at one point. Play this card. Still play it. We got a Dugaris of the Timeless. He actually didn't come up. He's a good card though. I think he's got a lot of potential. I just didn't get a chance to see him. Shooting Riser Dragon. Underrated card. Great way at sending. It's an extra Foolish Burial in zombies. Because one of my basic plays was send Uni. Send with Uni. Sending Balderdrock. And then I would normally use a Snake plus Uni after he got the boost in level to make a Synchro 7. And then I'd get to Foolish another card. I'd Foolish Banshee. During my opponent's turn, I can banish Banshee to put up a Zombie World and then summon out my Balderdrock. It's pretty good. Red Eye Zombie Necro, aka a big beater for the deck. He didn't come up today, but I think I still have some faith in him. It's pretty solid overall. We got your boy Omega. Play him in Zombies. He does it. Recycles your Mizukis, recycles your blow-ups, recycles Banshee, which is actually pretty good. We got our Sucker over here. She's a good girl. I wasn't able to get a Vendread Slayer, but do Sucker is pretty fine. Link Karibo, great way to to get off your Glow Bloom. We got Nightmare Phoenix because zombies suffer against back row, and a friend of mine was able to hook me up with BLS. Probably the star of the show, honestly, because in your combos you just kind of can use Baldur Drock because he's level 7 or higher to turn on BLS so that he can only be destroyed. He can't be destroyed by card effects or battle by your opponent, and he's untargetable. Just a really good boss monster. So that's the main. In the side, we got 3 Eradicator. I did this in anticipation of Striker. Never came up because I didn't face Striker for some reason. 3 Evenly. It's just for any back row decks. I never came up, sadly, and I didn't really. I saw it once, but it didn't matter enough because I didn't have any normal summons that turn. It's a good card. I would still play it. Lancia, great against Orcust. Pretty solid overall. Just got to be careful because it also hurts your Glow Up Bloom and your Baldur Rock plays. Pankra, solid card overall. Can't complain about it. The other twin in the side, an anti-spell from Pendulum. And I changed this on a whim to 44 cards in the main. So this kind of just ended up in the side. Overall, I think Zombies will probably do better in the upcoming meta, just because we're playing on previous lists where Orcust is running at full power with Mermaid still. But in the coming metas, I think it'll slow down a bit. It'll give Zombies more time to play. I'll definitely assume that Thunder Dragon's going to go up in usage, and this deck has a great matchup against Thunder because Zombie World turns off a lot of stuff. You don't do a lot of searching in this deck. And what are the other good if you go into the Zombie Mirror, I went to the Zombie Mirror. It's very interesting. I don't know. If you ever figure out how to play the Zombie Mirror, let me know, because I wasn't anticipating that. But that's the deck profile. Happy to play Zombies. They're very nice and fun. And that's all I have today. Thank you very much, and have a good one.
Hi, I'm John Kraft at the Miami Yu-Gi-Oh team. I went 1-3 today, and I played Sky Striker. It's, from my understanding, mostly standard lists. You run 3 of the good Striker spells, 1 of most of everything else, especially if it's limited. Decent chunk of hand traps, various cycling and draw stuff. Played Mystic Mine because originally that was Desires, but I felt like I was going to waste too many cards trying to use Desires, because a lot of my games in practice went on too long and Desires was hurting me more than helping. My side deck is heavily biased towards Thunder Dragon because I expected to face a little more of it, but I only ended up playing against 1 Thunder Dragon and I didn't see any of them. I expected to see Orcust as well, which would have helped with the Lancia and stuff, but I didn't see that either. So yeah, mostly standard, Oral Sword, double, yeah. I think that's it.
Hello, I'm Zach Dunbeck, and I'm part of the Miami University team. I individually went 1 and 3. I lost all 4 die rolls playing Dracos, which is a deck that doesn't like losing die rolls. So let's, I guess, get into the profile. So for monsters, this is mostly standard stuff here. I'm going to play 3 Ignis. He's the best one outside of Dynamite, which is only at 1. So standard. 1 Dynamite because at 1, and then 1 Maiden. You don't really want any more Dracos than this. It kind of gets cloggy. I also am playing 3 Inspector Border. He is really only crazy going first, but he's so necessary to stop all the hand trap plays that when you open him, go first, it's insane because you can just go through everything interrupted. You don't have to worry about stopping Ash or Ogre or anything. Just plop them down. Sometimes it's alright going second depending upon what matchup you're in, but I mean, if I had more side deck space, I would put in a Mono Watto and have Border in the side, so I could switch between them, one for going first, one for going second. But it was a pretty tight side deck. Those are all the monsters. For the spell traps, we'll start with the draw power. 2 duality, at 3, I see 2 in my opening hand too often. So 2 is okay. I went for 3 demise, obviously. That's why you play the deck. You can draw so many cards. And you want to draw into, for the most part, your engine for drawing more cards into your floodgates diagram, terraforming a search diagram. Yeah, pretty standard there. We play the 6 Draco spells. Yeah, it's normal stuff. They draw you cards. With Disciples, you just want to make sure that you can have 2 at all times in your grave at most, because if you get 3, then your recursion engine's gone. I see a couple of beginner Draco players do that on accident, and it's not a good time. 4 Draco traps. I mean, they pop monsters. Apocalypse comes in handy way more often than you think, just because the battle phase shenanigans, damage step. Some people don't know what you can and can't activate in damage step, so you can cheese a lot of wins off of halving everything and not being able to respond to it. As we get into the floodgates, which there are a lot of, we play 4 copies of Skill Drain. That's why I don't play an extra deck, because Skill Drain's too good to not play as many copies as possible of. I play Soul Drain in the main, which is a tech choice that I went for. Whenever I saw it, it was awesome, but I didn't see it that often. Imperial Order in the main, because it's too good against certain decks to not put in the main. It helps prevent your other stuff from getting popped with Twisters or Cyclones. I went for 3 There Can Be Only Ones and 2 Rivalries. I just wanted as many restrictive floodgates as possible, because I wasn't totally sure what I was going to see, so I wanted to maximize out on this so I could stop any sort of rogue shenanigans or casual decks. Then, on top of that, 3 Judgment, because it's broken, you have to play it. Every time I saw this card, it was vitally important. Stops Evenlies, stops Twisters, stops so many different things. So going into the side, I expected to see a lot of Orcust here and a lot of Guard Dragon shenanigans, but I ended up seeing both at the same time. So I had Iron Wall, which in retrospect, I feel like I wanted Lancia instead, because this deck has no plays if you're going second, turn 0, and I really paid the price for that. Another tech card against Orcust in particular was System Down. If you can resolve it against Orcust, it's quite a blowout. Draco doesn't have too many blowout cards, but this is the best you're going to get. And that's one of the reasons that side deck was so tight, was because I had to dedicate so much space to going against Orcust. Had the 3 Duster for the slower matches. This was what won me the 1 game I won against Subterror. Being able to just rip through all their cards is nice. I wouldn't play Twister in this deck, just because the minus kind of sucks. And in a mirror match, it can get halted by anti-spell or order. I had the 3 Dark Ruler No More's for the Thunder matchup. I didn't expect to see too much Thunder here because Nibiru kind of killed it. Turns out I saw a lot of Thunder Guard Dragons and Orcus Guard Dragons and a lot of stuff. I expected to see Sky Striker. Never sighted any of these in at all. I just happened to not see Sky Striker. There are a lot here. I didn't face any of them. Yeah, I mean, what happens was a lot of, I lost a die roll, and this deck is just kind of bad if you do that every game. But going forward, I would just not play this deck anymore. It's pretty bad, and I learned that today. I think I'm going to go back to Dinos because they're going to be pretty good in this upcoming format, being able to break boards, super poly skill. You can run it in there very well, Shadal engine. And that's my report.